Hi viewers, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. I welcome all the new subscribers. I appreciate you all and thank you so much. We're getting to 1,000 soon. We're getting to 1,000 subscribers soon, so make sure you subscribe to my channel. On this channel I discuss about business, career, personal growth and faith, and also we have fun on this channel. So if this is something you're looking for, make sure you subscribe and share this video with your friend. There's this one point during COVID that hit everyone very hard. We saw people lose jobs. It doesn't matter which city you live in or country. And if there's one thing that people are struggling with is finances. So on this video, I want to share with you hacks and tips on how to save money, especially if you're earning low income. Low income depends on someone's lifestyle. So low income could be any amount. Maybe you're earning from 500 USD, maybe to up to maybe 2,000 USD. We want to start saving and start investing for future, because you don't want to keep on working. You want money to work for you. You can save money to pay off your debt, to start a business, for emergency in case life happens, like what COVID happened. You have money to go back to that can last you for 6 months or even 1 year without working. Let's get started. If you want to start saving money, the first thing you want to do is to make sure that you know why you're saving. If you do not have a motivation why you're saving money, then you'll not be pushed to go ahead and save the money. So what I usually encourage people, have a reason why. Why are you saving money? Is it that you want to go for vacation? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to have an emergency fund, or you want to pay your debt? Just have a very strong reason why you want to save money. Have an idea how much money you need to save. And then what I usually do is that I create a vision board, and then I'll pin those things on my vision board, and I'll just be looking at those things that I'm saving for. That way you're encouraged and you're motivated. You know, I'm saving money for this and this reason. Then you need to create a budget. You need to create a budget. Dave Ramsey says budget is telling your money where to go to instead of thinking where did my money go to. And if you don't tell your money where to go, you'll earn for 10 years, 15 years, and then you'll never know where your money went to. We've seen people who are working in corporate jobs, and after 10 years or 15 years, this person was living very well, driving the best car, living the best of the places, but after 15 years, maybe they are sacked or something happens, this person, like they drastically go down, and you wonder why. It's because they've been spending and they've not even been conscious how they've been spending. So you want to create a budget, and if you don't know how to create a budget, it doesn't have to be complicated. If you don't know how to create a budget, I'll just drop a link below. Just go watch Dave Ramsey. He's on YouTube and he has a website, and he talks too much about biblical money finance principles. You'll want to go and check out how to do your budget. It should be simple. Then the next point would be for you to make saving a habit. So you know, like the way brushing your teeth is a habit. Like you don't even think about it. When you wake up, you brush your teeth. When you sleep, you brush your teeth. So you want to make saving a habit. When you're paid money, the first thing you do, even before you pay your rent and do other things, is to save your money. If you're a Christian, usually the first step is for you to pay your tithe and offerings. After that, the next step would be for you to save money. You make saving a habit. Saving is paying yourself. If you love yourself, you want to pay yourself. And you can open a separate account maybe back at home, or you can open an account that is separate, that you'll be putting savings. And you don't have to start from a big amount. Start with a small amount. Don't stress yourself, because if you put yourself with an unrealistic target, then you end up stressing yourself. So what you want to do, start where you are. The most important thing is to start with 100 USD, grow it to 1,000. Start saving 5% of your income, 1% of your income. Make it a habit every month after you paid your tithes and offering, then to save your money and open a different account for this. And after maybe like a year, you have 10,000 USD in your account. You feel so nice, because you see this money, it grows step by step. This money is growing, and after some time you have this big amount and you're super excited. So you want to make saving a habit. And then also you want to make sure that you build an emergency fund. So an emergency fund is an amount that you can spend in case you lose your job, in case your business comes crashing, which is not what we're praying for. But you want to make sure you plan yourself, because even the Bible tells us you need to, like the proverb says, you need to plan yourself. You need to save at least 3 to 6 months of your monthly expense. So if you're earning low income, let's say you're earning like 10,000 dirhams, you're earning 3,000 USD or 2,000 USD per month. So you need to save 2,000 times 6 months, that's like 12,000 USD. Put it in an account that is easy for you to remove, such that whenever you have an emergency, then you can always withdraw that money. So what I usually do, I've opened a unit trust account where I send this money, but I know anytime that I need money, I can always tell my fund manager or whoever is managing to just give me this amount of money. So make sure you have an emergency fund. And then also you want to make sure you're not borrowing. So borrowing is a habit. The same way savings is, brushing your teeth is a habit, making savings is a habit, borrowing is a habit. You don't want to keep on borrowing money from from your brothers, from strangers, from your colleagues, from your banks, unless you're borrowing money to save or to invest in land or buy property. You don't want to keep on borrowing money, because the Bible says the borrower is a slave to the lender. So you don't want to become a slave, and you just want to live within your means. So you need to cut off borrowing. And then also you want to make sure that you stay away from credit cards. Stay away from credit cards, because you see, credit cards is living above your means. You're living above your means. And usually credit cards, they make it very easy for you to get a credit card, but the interest rate is very high. And if you don't pay on time, they keep on getting so much interest. And especially in Dubai, imagine you have a credit card and you lose your job and you need to go back home. It becomes very complicated if you have a credit card, all this debt, and maybe you are using it to buy clothes and to buy shopping, to pay your rent. So it doesn't make sense. But if you have to have a credit card, always pay it on time. Like, make sure before the month ends, just pay it so that you don't accumulate so much interest on it. Then another point I would like to share with you is also make sure that you're living in places where you can afford. You don't want to go to expensive places whereby you cannot afford. So if you're earning low income, rent is a very big part. It takes a very big chunk of our income. So live in places, if you live in Dubai, there are good places like Sharjah, Nada, where rent is very affordable, but you also want to live in places whereby it's easy for you to commute. You don't want to live even also very far, whereby it doesn't make sense because transport becomes very expensive. And also on that point of rent, thanks to COVID, now rent has gone very down. So you can always negotiate with your landlord and tell them, rent has come down, could you please negotiate for me this rent? It has become very expensive. So you can always negotiate rent with your landlord. Also, spend money. Like, you want to make sure that you're spending money, physical cash. You don't want to just be paying using a credit card, or you don't want to be paying using a debit card. Sometimes when you're giving money, like when you're paying from your pocket like 1,000 dirhams, that money has left your account. You can feel it, and you feel how much painful it is to have to withdraw this money from your pocket. So I would encourage you to spend money. Just don't pay using card. Just get money from your wallet, pay it, and then that way you know how much money is leaving your account, and you're able to feel the pinch of paying money from your pocket. Another point I want to share with you is to buy what you can afford. Don't live above your means. Like us ladies, you just want to buy that big car, everyone to see that you have a big car. Will Smith says that people spend money they do not have to impress people who do not care. So don't go overboard trying to spend money that you do not have to impress people who do not care. If you have a big car and someone sees you, 10 years from now, they won't care. And you know what happens? When you go at home, you're the only one who feels the pinch of what you've spent. So no one goes with you home. No one knows how much debt is paining you. So you want to make sure you live within your means. Then another point would be for you to pay all your debt. Make sure you pay your debt. Like, just start start paying off debts, because you see debt, most of it incurs interest. And imagine you have debt that is going for 5 years. At the end of 5 years, you've paid interest for maybe like $10,000 or $15,000. Maybe this 15,000 USD you could have invested it, you could have used it to do something else. So make sure you start paying off your debt. Start with the small ones. Ramsey says, you attack debt one by one. Don't try to pay. If you have 4 debts, don't try paying all of them at once. Just start with the small one, pay until you finish and you feel so good, then go to the next one, and on and on. Another point would be for you to buy quality stuff. Just because we're saving doesn't mean that we need to go and buy the most cheapest stuff. They say cheap is expensive. So you want to buy, if you're buying a car, buy a good car that can last you for 5 years. If you're buying handbags, ladies, just buy a handbag that's two good handbags that will take you for 5 years, or 3 of them, as opposed for you to buying 5 of them within 1 year. It doesn't make sense for you to buy 5 handbags at the same time. Another point would be for you to cook from home. I usually encourage people to cook from home because, one, the food, what you've added there, and it's less expensive and it's yummy. You've cooked it in the best way you can, because dining out becomes very expensive. I usually encourage people to only dine out like on weekends, when you have to do it, when you want to, just treat yourself. But over the week, just cook that food and then carry with it. You want to buy food in bulks. Like we have in Dubai, we have a fish market, we have vegetable and fruit markets. Just buy food in bulk, and then what you can do is that you can buy food for to last you for a week or 2 weeks, because if you keep buying small quantities, then it becomes very expensive. In Dubai, if you want entertainment, I'm sure we don't want to just save money and we're not enjoying life. At the end of the day, you need to do something that you're enjoying. So if you're looking for places for things to do, activities to do over the weekend, you can use the entertainer and Groupons. So you get very good discounts. If you want to go to the spa, you want to go to salon, you want to go fine dining, so these way they always have discount. To get places, they're giving you 50% discount to go for desert safari and other activities. Make sure you take advantage of that. You can buy an entertainer voucher or Groupon. I'll put them somewhere around here, or I'll put on the description below. If you're buying anything, you want to make sure you shop around. Just make sure if you're going to buy something, maybe first it costs you a big amount, like a car, just make sure you compare prices before you shop. That way you end up saving, because you'll just get a place where you get the best deals. Then another point would be for you not to buy on impulse. Impulse is, you've already created a budget, this is what you're spending, you're earning this amount, you're trying to live within this budget. So don't buy anything on impulse. Just wait for 24 hours before you decide to buy that thing, and it's up to you to know when you're doing impulse. Like anything that costs you maybe 500 dirham and above, or even maybe 200 USD and above, just take your time, go sleep over it, and then make a decision within 24 hours. Is this something that I'm interested in buying or not? That way it makes you save money, and it makes you not have those impulse buying that are going to complicate your budget. If you're not driving, you can use public transport. I usually encourage people, just use the metro and the buses, because they're affordable and they're clean and they're good and they're always on time. Taxis are very convenient, especially in Dubai, but they can add to your cost of living, which does not make sense. Unless you're going to a place and it's very urgent and it's far, then you can take a taxi. But if you're living on a low income, just use the metro and the taxis, and you're good to go. And then if you need to own a car, just buy a car that is affordable. Don't go for a big 4-wheel car that will, especially if you're buying this car on loans and you need to be paying every month a certain amount. In Dubai or anywhere else in the world, you just need a car to move from point A to point B. So there's no point for you to go buying expensive cars. Just buy something that is good, and it will move you from that point to the other point where you need to go. And when you save this this money, now you can start investing. But I have a bonus point. So you've done all these things, you've tried to live within your means. The last thing would be for you to go and celebrate and have fun. Go enjoy and celebrate, because you've achieved your target. So once you achieve your target, treat yourself. Go for vacation, go to Maldives, go to Thailand, just go somewhere and have fun, or buy a dress, go dine out, because you've achieved your targets. Maybe if you're saving to pay a debt, you're saving to buy a house, you're saving, to start a business, you've achieved your target. So it's only normal for you to save to do something good, because you also need to make sure you're enjoying yourself. You don't want to feel so stingy on yourself, and then it becomes like saving becomes a burden and you end up not enjoying it. So thank you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video has helped you on how to save money. I'll be sharing with you more videos on saving money, starting business, and many other points. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friend, and we can also always link up on Instagram. I'm going to put my handle for Instagram here. And thank you so much for watching. Bye. If you do what you can do, God will do what you cannot do. So once you do what you can do, you just leave the rest, and God will do what you cannot do. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe.